All right, we are here in cold, chilly East Rutherford.
Like football weather.
Fall is in the air. Football is in full swing. Big day here Thursday for the Giants. Started preparations for the Vikings on Monday night. And for the first time this week, Ben McAdoo and Odell Beckham Jr. both spoke to the media about, is Odell a distraction or not?
Yeah, and they both certainly tried to downplay it. Ben kind of opened this can of worms on Monday by saying that Odell is a bit of a distraction, and he kind of walked that back today and was, Odell's just a competitor and he wants to win. And the line he said, I think, that really carries weight is what Odell didn't have any impact on the outcome of the game, which I think a lot of fans have been saying that to me on Twitter or in the comments section on NJ.com, is he did it on the sideline, didn't disrupt the game. Obviously, there's still some gray area there where you're still being a distraction during the game on the sideline.
Definitely.
But that was a big comment from McAdoo, in my opinion.
Well, I know you were there for Odell when he spoke. I was elsewhere in the locker room. But what's kind of surprised me that he said, when he was asked about Ben's comment, he said it was he said, she said. This is not page 6. This is
Right.
The head coach of the Giants said this. The quarterback of the Giants basically backed it up on multiple occasions. So do you think there's a little bit of a disconnect there? Because I don't want to say there is, but it seems like this is not something that just popped out of a gossip column. This is something that was clearly a concern of McAdoo because he brought it up.
Yeah, and I think that's just a reflex for these guys. Just kind of blame the media, deflect it on us. Like, no, wait, your coach said this, and we're coming to you to get your response to it, which is kind of how the job works. But yeah, he said, she said, I wouldn't read too much into that. The interesting thing Odell said is, no, he doesn't feel like he needs to control his emotions, which, I think most people would agree it wouldn't hurt to maybe rein it a little bit, but he's, very stubborn in the sense that he needs to play with that passion. That's what he always says. And again, I think he can channel it better, but he's not going to change for better or worse. And the other thing he said is that, it's all about the guys in the jerseys. Now, I don't know if he says that comment as a slight to Ben McAdoo, but Ben McAdoo doesn't wear a jersey, so I don't know. Maybe we're reading too much into this. Maybe that was his way of making a little dig at the coach. Like, listen, the only thing that matters is my teammates, and those guys clearly have his back. But I don't think Ben McAdoo is trying to alienate a superstar wide receiver 3 games into his head coaching career. So I don't think it'll blow up too much. But, there's certainly been a little groundwork laid here.
Yeah, no, Ben is right. It didn't have any impact on the game on Sunday. The Giants didn't lose to the Redskins because Odell had that tantrum on the sideline. But at the same time, we said this on the podcast earlier this week, you slam your helmet against a metal kicking net. It's sort of like when you punch the wall when you're angry. The wall's undefeated more often than not. So it could have been an issue. It's pretty clear that he's got a little ding on the side of his head. He could have been a cut, needed stitches, might not have been able to game. Could have been a concussion, could have been something worse. So that's where we stand with the Odell Beckham distraction situation. It seems like it's not a distraction anymore. It seems like the story is done for the most part, but something we'll have to keep our eye on as the season progresses. So for now, Giants heading to Minneapolis Monday night. Big game there. We'll see you then.